Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing my August favorites. I am super excited because I have some life-changing products here, you guys. Like, I know I'm very dramatic at times, but like for real, these products are it. Like the bomb diggity. So grab a snack, of course, grab your credit cards right now, and as you're watching my video, open up a new tab and start adding these products to your cart because you need them. August was such a crazy month. I did so much traveling and had a lot going on, but I was able to try out a lot of new makeup because I was like filming so much, which is great. So you're probably gonna see some products that I just talked about in a recent video, which you might have already seen. I've actually been using the products for weeks now because those videos were pre-filmed. So if you're like, Jazz, you just talked about that product in your last video, technically yes, but technically no, because that last video that I filmed was like 2 weeks ago. So you get me. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're excited because I am. I love favorites videos. They are, I think, the best videos. So let's just go ahead and get started because I am talking so much already. Okay, let's get started with some face products. So the first thing that I have is a primer spray. This is actually from CATRICE. This is their Energizing Prime and Care Spray. This one in particular says it revitalizes the skin. It has grapefruit, kiwi, and vitamin C. This is amazing. Like, I 100% agree with that claim. I really feel like this just makes my skin look so plump, so healthy, and just like rejuvenated. Like, is that the right word? It just looks so pretty. Like, anything that I put on over top of this primer spray will look good. I feel like this is probably the best one that I've tried thus far at the drugstore. And CATRICE and their sprays, I think I really love them. Like, let me just show you. Hold on. These are two other ones that I really like. They're, sorry, my camera's not focusing. There we go. Their original spray and their dewy one right here. I mean, clearly I have like a little bit left. These are so good, but this primer spray is like everything. So if you were to buy all of these sprays, I believe it's like the price of one high-end spray. So like, they're amazing. They're at Ulta. They're great for the price. And also, you see that spritzer? That spritzer is everything. Let's talk about a foundation that I was actually loving more so, I would say, in the beginning and like towards the middle of the month. And the reason I was only loving it for that point is because I don't have a shade for me right now because I am so tan. But this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I am obsessed with this. I actually need to order my shade of this and also the NYX Born to Glow foundation. I feel like all of my favorite foundations at the moment, I don't have a shade because I am so tan right now. I get pretty dark compared to this. Like, this would literally be like white out on my face right now. Like, it's way too light for me. So I need to get some colors, but this foundation is everything. This is so beautiful. It really lives up to the claims. So it says it's a hydrating longwear foundation. Agree. This will make your skin look so pretty. Your skin but better kind of thing. It has a nice coverage. It's very natural, it's long wearing, doesn't come off on my nose, it doesn't get cakey, and even if you layer it, it's gonna look really, really beautiful. Comes with a pump, which I really, really appreciate. I love this packaging. This packaging, I think, for me personally, is better than their original foundation. Their original foundation for me is actually one of my favorites. I know a lot of people don't like that foundation. I feel like personally it's more geared towards people who have combo skin like myself, or if you have super oily skin. If you have dry skin, I don't think that would be ideal for you because it is very matte. But that foundation for me is not a foundation that I could use every single day, like at least right now, because it is a little bit, I don't want to say heavy, but like it kind of is. It's definitely for me a going out foundation or like a special occasion kind of thing. I'm not going to be wearing that foundation on an everyday basis because it's not going to look natural. Whereas this one, you could use it for every single day, work, school, anything, and it's going to make your skin look so pretty and just really, really hydrated and glowy, but not greasy and oily. You know, you just get the perfect amount of dew. Let's talk about a new translucent powder. This is a big deal for me because if you guys know me, you know that I'm super picky with my translucent powders. I literally use like the same one in probably almost all of my tutorials. You already know. The collab one from Sally's Beauty. Still love that one, but I discovered a new one this past month and I am truly blown away. Like, I'm probably most excited about this product out of like everything because it really is, the best way for me to describe it, I guess, would be like Photoshop or like Facetune in a container. So this is from Hailey's Beauty, which is a new brand that is exclusive to Target and online. I don't believe every single Target carries this brand. I know mine doesn't, but it is of course available online. But this is their Retouch Perfecting Powder. It's just a loose setting powder. You guys, this powder will just make your face look like you just put a filter on it. Like, that's the best way for me to describe it. I have it on today and I am just shocked by how good and how smoothing it is. Like there's like smoothing particles in this powder. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not joking. The first time I put it on, even some people in the comments were like, wow, that powder really did make a difference, because I used this in a testing new makeup video. When I tell you it really makes your skin look so porcelain, like I'm not joking. This is like another level. And the best part about it is this is like a more of a mattifying powder, so like it keeps your foundation and everything on really nicely throughout the day. It's not going to budge. There's not going to be a lot of oil peeking through, but it's not a drying powder, which is really big for me, because a lot of translucent powders I don't love because they're so matte, they're so drying, they just look so cakey, literally like you just put like flour on your face. But with this one, it gives you like that perfect finish. It's so soft. It's like a soft matte powder, but it's just absolutely beautiful, and there's a filter in here. So this is the real deal. Let's take a moment and talk about CATRICE once again. They collabed with EMAN, and this collection is to die for. When I first used this in my video, I was just blown away by the quality, the pigmentation, just how smooth and beautiful the products went on the face. I was shocked. And these 3 palettes went with me on vacation because they are so practical for traveling. They're convenient. I'm living for it. So we have a highlighter palette here, a blush palette, and an eyeshadow palette. So let's talk about the eyeshadow palette really quick. This is their Bronzed AF eyeshadow palette. So obviously it's just like a neutral everyday palette. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. I feel like this is just really classic. If you are, again, on the go, you want something really quick and easy. There are a bunch of neutral shadows, really nothing like, you know, out of this world or anything, but it's a really beautiful neutral eyeshadow palette that maybe if you want to add something to your collection, or you just want like a go-to palette that you could do maybe something more smoky and dark with, or something just more for an everyday look, this is it. Like I feel like you can do, even though it's a neutral palette, a lot of different looks with it, because you do have a really good mix of your lighter colors and your more darker neutral shades. And of course there's mattes and shimmers, which I really appreciate. And then I also really like their highlighter palette, because these highlighters just make you look like you're glowing from within. They are so smooth. They're not chalky. They're not powdery. They are just stunning. They make you look just really fresh and radiant. I would say this is definitely more of a natural glow, but obviously if you build it up, you can get it to be a little bit more va-va-voom, but it's not going to be anything too crazy. Very subtle. You could use this palette for daytime and nighttime, so it's very versatile. And their blush palette is everything. If you guys watch me, you know that blush is probably my favorite thing. I cannot do a look without blush. So I've also been mixing all 4 of these shades, and it's just beautiful. This orange color reminds me of a blush that Jouer has in their 6-color blush palette, and honestly, I like this one more because I feel like it's a little bit more wearable. The one in the Jouer palette has a little bit of like glitter in it, whereas this one is more of a matte orange, and I think it just looks so pretty on the skin. And the blushes, to me, I know that they're like pinky orangey neutral, but compared to a lot of blush palettes that are out right now, especially at the drugstore, I feel like this is different. I wanted to shout out the new pomade that I have been using from e.l.f. This is actually their brow and eye cream, and this one's in the shade Espresso. I recently obviously dyed my hair, so I felt like I needed to go a little bit darker with my brows. So I was browsing through my collection and I found this, and I was like, ooh, this looks like it's going to be the perfect color, and it is. I feel like it's not too dark. It's not like straight up black, but it's not too light. So I feel like it's a really, really great shade. My ColourPop Bangin' Brunette shade I really do like, but I feel like it's a little too light for me right now just because my hair is so dark. So this one is perfect. It's a really great formula. It doesn't dry out on me. It's creamy, it's smooth, and it's a really good pomade. And it's affordable because it's e.l.f. So e.l.f. is where it's at. Let's move into some lip products. And then speaking of e.l.f., the next product is actually from e.l.f. as well. This is their Jelly Pop Juicy Gloss. These are so good. I'm actually wearing it today over top of some other lip products. I always mix my lip products. So they actually have 3 other colors, but this one is my favorite. This is the watermelon one, and it doesn't even look like I've been using it, but I swear I have been. A little bit of this does go a long way. It's just a juicy, delicious, wet gloss. It's a little, like a tad bit sticky, nothing crazy, but I feel like the little bit of stickiness and tackiness that it does have really will prolong the way that it looks on your lips. And like if you put this on, like for me right now, over top of any other lip product, it's gonna just make it last a little bit longer, which is nice. It's just one of those go-to glosses that you could just throw in your bag and just touch up with throughout the day. It smells like Sour Patch watermelons. So if you like that smell, you're gonna like it. If you don't, I wouldn't recommend it because I feel like it does linger on the lips. You can definitely smell it, but it's just a really nice juicy gloss, just like the name of it says. And it has the slightest tint of pink. It's not gonna be like as bright as what it looks like in the tube, so don't let that fool you. And if you look at the other colors that they have, they're not gonna be that bright, which I think is so beautiful, especially if you're just throwing on a little bit of lip liner, then you just throw this on over top. It's stunning. And then speaking of glosses, I have these two glosses from Alamar Cosmetics and a lip liner from them that I have been pretty much using nonstop ever since I first tried them out. Starting off with the lip liner, this is also a big deal because my ColourPop BFF lip liner is like all that I've been using for what? I don't even know, like months ever since I first got it, which was like, I think back in like March or April. It's September, so that's a big deal. New lip liner alert. So this one is the Alamar Cosmetics, and this one is in the shade Dulce. It's just like a really gorgeous brown nude lip liner. Not too brown, not too dark, not too light. It's perfect. They actually have another, or actually I think they have a couple of other shades. I'll leave it linked below, but it's just a really great classic lip liner. I like this one. I don't want to say I like it more than the ColourPop one, but the ColourPop one is a little bit lighter than this. This one has a little bit more brown undertones to it, so I feel like it's just perfect for every day and what I like. I've been so into like that brown kind of nude for like ever now. I definitely prefer brown over pink lip liners, so that's why I love this one so much, because it has the perfect amount of brown in it. So it's just nice, it's creamy, it doesn't break, and I really also like to fill in my entire lips with this because I feel like it makes my lip products last super long, especially if I'm doing a liquid lipstick or a regular lipstick over top. And then their lip glosses, girl, these are good. The two shades that I really like are Coqueta and Chula. So Coqueta is more of a darker nude, not really that dark, but I like this. And then I like to go in with the lighter one, which is Chula, right in the middle, and then just take my finger and kind of just blend it out, and just to create like this really pretty like ombre look. I feel like it just makes your lips look so plump and big and full. This gloss is also a little bit, like a tiny bit sticky. It's not gonna be like a Fenty Gloss Bomb where it's really lightweight and you can kind of just keep reapplying it. This is kind of like a one and done kind of thing. You definitely don't want to overdo it with these lip glosses because they can get really thick and goopy on the lips. I think that's all of the makeup. I guess we can move into the random stuff, which is the good stuff. So first I have a beauty sponge to talk about. This one is from Dose of Colors. I did use it today. That's why it looks so cute. I still love my Wet n Wild and my e.l.f. one. I pretty much have been using those for what, like almost a year now. Those are great, but I think this is a really great addition to add to your beauty sponge collection if you haven't already tried it. It's worth the hype. It's worth $15. I know that's a lot for a beauty sponge when you actually think about it, like this is just a sponge, but basically like a little pyramid, and that's why I love it. It's different than any other sponge that I have in my collection. That's why I do think it is worth it. So the flat side is great for your foundation. It keeps your foundations nice and beautiful and lightweight and full coverage, doesn't absorb any of your products in. And so it's just a beauty sponge. There isn't much to it, but the shape is great, and just the way that it just feels so bouncy that I just love it. So that has been like my go-to sponge. I honestly love it so much that I didn't want to take it with me on vacation because I didn't want it to get like squished and ripped because, you know, it's $15. So on my trip, I took the Wet n Wild one, which I do really like, but I think I like this one more than the Wet n Wild one. I really do. Okay, the next two products are for my people out there who have super, super dry skin, eczema, or psoriasis. So I do have eczema. I've had it since I was, I don't even know, like 5 or 6 years old, like for as long as I can remember. It is the most annoying thing. There's no treatment for it. Like really all you can do is use like creams and stuff. So I pretty much tried almost everything like over the counter whenever I get flare-ups and stuff. And really, there's not a lot that works for me. So Seacom Skin reached out to me earlier this summer and they were like, would you like to try it out first? And I was like, yeah, of course, because I actually was getting really bad flare-ups this year. I don't know what's been triggering my eczema so much this year, but it was really, really bad, especially like around May when it was getting like super, super hot outside. It was just itchy, inflamed. I mean, my entire back was covered with it. My stomach was covered with it. Like, I don't have pictures of when it was at my worst, but it was bad. It literally felt like when you would touch my skin, like on my stomach, that it was like alligator skin. So I was like, yeah, I'll try out the products. They ended up working out for me really great, and I'm still using them months later, loving them. I did sponsored posts with them on Instagram, but this video is not sponsored. I wanted to share them with you guys on this video in my favorites, obviously, because it's a favorite. I've been using it a ton. The products are so good. My eczema hasn't been as bad, but I still like to use like the body wash and things like that just to kind of tame my skin and just keep it at bay. But these two products in particular are really good if you have a flare-up that's very itchy, red, irritated, inflamed. So they're trouble spot relief and they're instant cooling spray. So I really like these before bed, or if it's the middle of the night and I have super severely itchy skin. I mean, there's nothing worse than getting woken up by really itchy skin. That's like the worst thing ever. Basically, I will go in first with the instant cooling spray, let that sit for a little bit, and it really just feels like that immediate relief. And then once I let that sit in for a little bit, I will go in with the trouble spot relief, just a little bit, apply it to the area, and I'm good to go. I'm able to go to bed and be in peace. Even if you don't have eczema or psoriasis, you can use these products for dry patches or just if you have severely dry skin. And I was getting a couple of questions on Instagram if these are okay for kids. To be honest, I think so, because the ingredients are great. They're vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, all that fun stuff, but I'm not a doctor. So if you want to check them out, I would just ask your doctor just to double check, because I would hate for you guys to go and put this on your 5-year-old and then come after me if it doesn't work out. It is so hot in here right now, so that leads me into my next favorite. Oh, yes, that feels good. This fan, you guys. Yes, I'm one of those people that have officially hopped on the bandwagon and I got this fan. I see so many YouTubers using these and I was like, that's such a gimmick. Like, do I really need that? Yes. It's just a traditional fan that I love for right after I'm done my makeup. I love the little handheld fan that one of you guys sent me, Maggie, my subscriber. I love that. It's great. It's really cute. It looks nice in the vanity with my makeup brushes. But I just wanted to try this out, honestly, just because, kind of one of those just because purchases. It's just nice. It really does dry your makeup really quickly if you're ever on the go. I know it's like such a first world problem, but if you use a lot of setting spray like myself, this will just absorb everything so nicely and so quickly, like literally in less than a minute. So it's really nice. Also, because there are 3 speed settings. So if you're thinking, do I really need a fan for my makeup? Yeah, you do. Last and final thing, speaking of sweating, let's end off on a good note. Deodorant. So I have the native deodorant. This one is the coconut and vanilla one. I saw Casey Holmes post about this. I don't remember, honestly. It was a couple of months ago. So I immediately went out to Target and I purchased it, but Walmart actually also does carry it now, which is great. I was trying out so many natural deodorants because I was just trying to find the perfect one. The Tom's one that I was using was okay. I believe I was also using one from Schmidt's, which I wasn't a big fan of, but this one I really like because I'm obsessed with coconut and vanilla, and it's not too sweet, which is good. So like I don't smell like maple syrup throughout the day, which is nice. I just have like a light coconut kind of like island scent, and it's really nice. It's very refreshing. Whenever you're switching to natural deodorant, your body has to get adjusted to it, so you might not think that these deodorants are working for you, but you just have to give it time, because at first I was like, nothing's working for me, like I'm just gonna go back to regular, but you gotta keep going. And just like that, we are officially done this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my favorites. Hopefully they can be some of your favorites very soon. Let me know what your favorites have been for this past month and what else I should be trying out next. We have lots of videos, of course, coming in September. Feel free to also leave me your video requests for this channel, and I'm gonna be vlogging more in September. I got a new vlogging camera. I'm thinking probably 2 vlogs a week on the vlog channel, and I'm excited about it. So make sure you're subscribed to the vlog channel. I have a travel vlog coming, and then a testing your favorite Starbucks drinks coming this week as well. So make sure you're subscribed so you guys don't miss those videos. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for everything. I love you all, and I'll see you in a few days in my next one. Bye.